Okay, it is Ronnie here, and I am with my 4th video. Can't believe it, but I'm going to do something a little different today. I want to make a frittata. I've never made a frittata before. I didn't even really know what one was until a couple weeks ago. And I'm making this video with the toddler. He's right behind the camera. So if anything goes haywire or you hear him, or he sneezes, you'll hear it. So, alright, so this is what I've done so far to kind of move the video along because I don't have that much camera time. Careful, Ryan, don't touch. Don't touch. Ryan, don't touch it. Thank you. Anyway, I have some, this is a disaster waiting to happen. I have a little pile of onion, peppers, and some spinach, and that's kind of going to be my filling for the frittata. And I also have the pepper that my son has eaten down. You did eat it, you did. Okay, so what, I also have 4 eggs here, which is a whole nother story, because I actually only had 2 eggs, and I had to go to all my neighbors and ask them if they can lend me an egg. It was kind of funny, and only one neighbor was home. So I really wanted to use a combination of egg yolk, or eggs and egg white, but since I had a limited supply, I just have 4 eggs. I think if I was doing this just, you know, for myself, I'd probably use 2 eggs and make maybe 3 or 4 egg whites. That was our duster. Okay, so, and I have the broiler on, and I have my new omelet pan. And I heard you guys in my last video, and I told you how bad my pans were, and you guys kind of made me realize that it's not good to cook in old pans. So I got a new omelet pan. So I'm making kind of a mini frittata just for Ryan and I. I don't know if he's going to like it, but we'll see. He likes eggs, so it should be good. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'll turn my heat on here. Anytime I cook eggs, I make sure that I'm on like a medium low, because I don't want the bottom of the eggs to burn, and I'm going to use a little nonstick cooking spray. And I'll add my onions first so that they get nice and transparent. My scale also ran out of batteries. It's like one of those weeks. So I would say, I didn't weigh any of these in grams, but it's about 1/4 cup each. And he's opening and closing the closet door just so he can make noise. Opening and closing. Yeah, are you going to come up on the chair and help me? No. No? Alright, that's fine. He was helping me before get all the veggies ready. Okay, so, pan here. So I'm going to let those cook. I'll actually turn on the heat. I probably should have had the pan warming first. So, like I said, I have my peppers and my spinach. I just took a big handful of baby spinach leaves, and that's probably in the way, but I chop them again because I don't like the long stems, and spinach, when it starts to cook, kind of gets stringy. I think I mentioned that earlier. So we'll probably speed things up here. I'm going to add the peppers too. So I'll add the peppers. The funny thing too is this is a new pan, so I have no idea how it's going to work, and that may sound funny, but you know, you don't know how fast it's going to heat up, or whether or not it'll distribute the heat evenly. But it's a good one. I bought one that I can put under the broiler so that I can make frittatas. My other one I couldn't because it had a plastic handle. Alright, so you may be able to start hearing some sizzling. And this frittata, which from my understanding is really just, it's kind of like an omelet, where all the fillings, you cook the fillings, and then you add the egg kind of on top, and then you put it under the broiler, so it kind of cooks from the top down and makes almost like an egg filling pie. That's how I would think of it. Like I said, I've never really, I've never made them. I've seen them done on the Food Network, and I saw some really good videos on YouTube of other people making them, so I thought I'd kind of take my hand at it. Plus, it's kind of easy to healthify up because it's just, you know, you can use mostly egg whites and lots of veggies, and, you know, so, and if you don't use any oil or butter in the cooking, you can really keep it light. Alright, so those are frying up, and I want them to get a little bit, at least a little, you know, not totally cooked, but, you know, a little transparent, and you can let all the flavors mix. I probably could add some garlic, but I didn't prepare it, and now I just don't feel like getting it close. Alright, so that's a lot of veggies. I don't know if you can see it. And I kind of did some experiments so I know how close I can come to the camera, but you can kind of see, it's such pretty colors too. as 2-year-olds do, he's just walking around talking to himself. So I'm not going to add the spinach until the end because I don't want it to wilt and kind of when the spinach gets overcooked, it gets kind of brown and yucky. So I'm just going to add that right at the end, just to kind of give it a quick blast of heat. And this smells delicious, by the way. I can smell the onion, and I love the smell of onions and peppers together. My mom's probably laughing because my whole life I hated onions up until about 2 years ago, and now I'm obsessed with onions. I think when you start to cook, you realize kind of how important an onion can be. All right, so that's good. I probably should cook a little longer, but I don't want to. I'm not into editing video yet, so we're going to do this one take, straight through, no edits. All right, so I'm going to add my spinach. Here we go. Kind of just mix that in. Lower the heat a little bit. And the spinach will really quickly start to reduce. I don't know if that's the right word, but it'll start to, shrink up. And again, I don't want it really, really wilted. Kind of want it to keep its nice color. And I know you probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you again. Hopefully the showing is working out, but I don't know if you can see. See? I think I'm close enough. So you can see now the spinach kind of really cooked down. So all I'm going to do now is add the egg right on top. And a little salt and pepper. Right, so I actually started to keep salt up here so I can just go like that. And I have my electronic pepper mill that I got for Christmas last year, which is awesome. And so what I have, I'm going to add the eggs. So what I have here is 4 eggs. Like I said, if I didn't have an egg shortage this morning, I probably would have done like 2 whole eggs and maybe 4 egg whites. I think that would be a good combination. You can make it probably all with egg whites, but the yolk adds some nutritional value, and even though it adds a little fat, it's kind of worth it. So I'm going to add this to my pan. I think it's the perfect amount. So like I would say 4 eggs in this small pan. A larger pan you need a lot more eggs, but that was 4 eggs. So I would say either 4 eggs or 2 eggs with 4 egg whites, or maybe 6 to 8 egg whites if you want to make a whole egg white frittata. All right, so I'm just going to mix it around a lot. I don't want to. I don't want to scramble it. I just kind of want to make sure it's all on the pan. And mix like that the eggs kind of all in between our fillings. Alright, now I'm going to put it, and I probably should get out, sorry, I don't know what it is that you guys can see, but I'm going to get out my thing so I'm prepared. And I'm going to put this, let me shut off the heat, under the broiler, and I had the broiler on, so it's already been cooking. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to talk to you about for like 5 minutes while that's cooking. I may actually stop the camera and come back only because... Mommy. Yes, honey. Maybe Ryan will give us a message. Whoa. He's playing with his train. Alright, so that's going to cook. I'm actually... I'll come and look, honey. I'm actually going to shut the camera off and kind of attend to him for a little while, and then I will come back with my finished frittata, and hopefully it'll work out.